Hello guys, and welcome to another video. I'm recording two videos in a row, so that's why I wear the same t-shirt. In this video I want to discuss a TE blaster bullshit tip that just got to me recently, and I think that is very good in order to keep us EPs, particularly ESFPs, in check with our irrational aversion to narrowing down on something. And it has to do with using the notion of being lead consume to your advantage so you can narrow down more easily. And in my case, for those of you who don't know yet, my type is double feminine, SCFI, consume, sleep, play, blast. So apparently this gave me a lot of issues with the blast, with using my NI to act in a way that's narrowed down, that's condensed, and that only chooses one pathway. That is the pathway of my masculine NI. So how do I can use that to my advantage to stay in check and keep myself from not spreading too much, which is something that lead OEs fall into quite frequently. And it seems like it has to do with how much it really takes you to consume, because let's be real, being lead consume or consume demon, what takes you the most to learn anything is to gather information. Even us OE saviors are conscious in a way of how long it takes to gather all the necessary knowledge, all the necessary experiences in order for us to be good at something. So each time that your crazy OE brain wants to bring in something new, think about how much that will take and how much that will keep you stuck on constantly learning, because it's already hard as it is to gather information, to learn about a particular subject that you are interested in. So you can use that as a weapon to leverage uh, your constant need to bring in new, to bring in variety, with define one single pattern that you want to go down through. And in my case, for example, I studied culinary arts, and I have my pastry business, which has took me almost 6 years to get off the ground, and it's still not off the ground. Why? Because it takes a lot to gather all the experiences, all the knowledge in order to be competitive at what I'm doing. So I use that notion to say, okay, Miguel, you want to study something different. Like, let's say right now I'm really considering studying programming or in computer engineering, because it seems like that's where the future lies. Okay, so that is a very, apparently on the surface, it's very a very reasonable way of looking at this. But because I am a savior OE and my consume is in a way all over the place, and my brain is designed to jump from one thing to another, to another, to another, to another, and bring all this variety until it's so messy that I can't see the NI pattern on it anymore. This helps me to keep myself in check and say, okay, Miguel, it's been almost 6 years that is taking you to gather all this information, all of these experiences, to be a little bit good in what you do, to be 1% good at what you do. So if you try to study something else, you have to start from the ground. And that is going to take you even more years of gathering experiences, of learning new stuff, so you can narrow them down to a particular career path. So if you do that, and you know that this already makes you slow in the process of learning, you are going to have a serious hell in the future, because you're going to still feel stuck in life, because you're again resetting that gathering process all over again and again and again. So it already took you 5 years. It already has taken me 5 years to gather all the experiences and continue to gather the experiences in order to become good at what I do, which is baking and being an entrepreneur. So that is going to keep me in check. So say it already takes you this much to be exceedingly mediocre. Forget about the 1%. Being exceedingly mediocre at what you do. So if you bring something new and you start a new career path, it's going to take you that, if not much longer, to get your ass off the ground, so you blast in a way that convinces people to pay for what you do. So that is something that I have in mind each time that I try to consider a new career path, and that helps me to keep in check, to not gather too much and not bring that much SE experiences, and come to a point where I am unable to see the NI pattern and the point of this anymore. So I hope that this advice have served you in a way, and see you guys later. Bye bye.